how we're managing materials in this country, we're really failing at it, and we've been failing for decades. You take the recycling rate, for instance, it's very low. It's kind of stabilized at 30-something% nationwide. You have entities focused on recycling or landfilling or waste energy, but not on the full spectrum of sustainable materials management. I always thought there should be something that pulled people together that are thinking differently about this challenge. Sustainable materials management is about taking a look at waste reduction. Even recycling, it's after the stuff has been created, what do we do with it? We recycle it, we compost it, we landfill it, we burn it. Try not to create it in the first place. Do something with it before it gets into the management systems.
Beginning in 2017 and really feeling it in 2018, the recycling markets crashed. The vast majority of materials around the globe were being exported to China. And China was able to say, we don't want to take this material anymore because it wasn't just pure recycling. We were really just exporting garbage. And they said, no, we aren't going to take this stuff. So 50% of the entire market for recovered paper dropped overnight. And that just sent recycling programs down into levels that we had never seen before. And so DEC recognized the most important thing was quality. It was quality over quantity. There needs to be additional innovation in research and development on how better to sustain markets for these valuable materials that we're recovering at the curbside, but don't have strong domestic markets because of dependency on an export market. Which is where the Center of Sustainable Materials Management really came out of.
We're really fortunate to have the funding of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation that saw this need to connect one another and solve some of these complex problems.
Reduce the amount of this material that is going in disposal facilities. That's ultimately what we're trying to do. If you effectively deal with materials, you are dealing with all kinds of issues related to sustainability, air pollution, water pollution, environmental justice. These artificial boundaries that we call towns, counties, states, countries, they are so artificial when it comes to recycling and sustainable materials management. We need to serve New York State communities, and we got to do that effectively. But in order to do that, we need to work outside of New York State as well.
Our goal is really to elevate and provide resources as much as possible, whether that's information, technology, access to additional funding. Making these needs known and finding solutions nationally is critical to the center as we move forward to try and solve some of these problems.